Just getting this thing set up so I can start working. And yeah, so I'm going to be pulling the bars off of this thing. I don't know how far I'll get today, but I got to loosen up the fairing, move it forward so that I can get the bars off, unplug them, and pull the wiring harness out. And then I can fit the new bars on and start getting ready for the hydraulic clutch conversion and the running the lines inside the bars. So I'm going to run the hydraulic lines through the handlebars as well. But first things first, I got to get these old ones off, get all the wiring out, and then I'll go from there. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit of a process. I don't know how long I'm gonna be live today because I don't know how long this is gonna take. Essentially, my goal is to get the two bolts on both sides of the fairings loose so that the fairing can tip back like that. I can pull the bars off, unplug them, all of that stuff, and then there we go. We'll go from there. And yeah, so let's get started. I also got a new cigar I'm gonna try out. I never seen this brand before, but it sounds pretty good. So I'll give it a shot and see how good it is. So let's get started. Let me first light this guy up. All right, not bad. So, since I will be over there working on the bike, if anybody comments or anything, I won't be able to see because the phone is not facing me, which maybe I can turn it around. Hold on, let me see if I can turn this thing around. And then that'll make it easier. There we go. That might make it easier. Then that way I could look over and see if anybody comments and stuff, then it won't be just kind of a blind thing. All right, guys. So, like I said, I'm going to take these bolts off, flip this fairing forward a little bit so that I can get these handlebars off. And I'm going to do the hydraulic clutch conversion. And then get everything ready so that I can run the lines. Hey, how's it going? So I can run the hydraulic lines through the handlebars. This is going to be a little bit of a process. I'm not going to get it all done on this live, but I'll get it started, you know. So that's just how it's going to go. So I put some gloves on, and then I will get started on taking this thing apart. Sit right there. All right. Okay. Now, pull these off, take this off, and then everything should move. Man, it dropped down pretty quick. Okay. Right, those loose. These are going to sit right here. There we go. Okay. Okay, that should right here. Stay. Pop this guy off. And this all should be loose. Let's see. Should be able to. Oh, wait. Let me undo this clutch line. Come on. Right. Okay. Get this loose here. Where is it? There. Okay. And gotta collapse that cable a little bit. So 16ths. All right. And all right, so it's as far down as it's going to go right now. Should be able to take this thing off. There we go. All right, so now clutch cable's off. Just pull it out of there, and then I should be able to roll this fairing forward. Come on. Oh, it's connected. Here we go. Got some more zip ties. And then this cable should be free. I think that's it right there. Okay. Okay. Pull this cable most of the way out because it's going to come off anyways. That's the cable. I'm going to do the hydraulic clutch. Hi, how's it going? What's everybody up to today? So I'm going to be converting this bike from a cable clutch to a hydraulic clutch using this PM slave cylinder. Just replaces the side cover on the transmission. You run the hydraulic line here, and there you go. Got a hydraulic clutch. Pretty simple. Just have to, since I'm already doing bars, just have to take these off. Okay, so let me take that brake line loose. Take this off. If I don't break this line loose, it's going to be harder to do it when it's off of the bike. There's not really any leverage when you have the handlebar in your lap. So I'm going to take this top cover off, break this banjo bolt loose, and then I could swing this forward, start unplugging things, and take this handlebar assembly off. Yeah, and then we will go from there. And I'm going to have to replace the riser bushings too. And I might want to break those loose as well. Shouldn't be too hard to do with the legs off. I'll be able to move it around, so it won't be too bad. All right. Oh, next. Uh-oh. Get a call. Oh, shit. All right. Here we go. Damn. It's too small. Is it going to be Torx? No. Man. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's an eighth. Okay, so I need to use this over here. Use the grip edge because these things are a little bit rounded on the top here. There we go. All right. Okay. Come off of here. All right. Set this down right here. Let's see why you're not coming off. There we go. Okie dokie. Put that off. Put these with it so I don't lose them because they're tiny. And break this guy loose. And that's going to be 7/16. Nope. Half. It is metric. Wow. There we go. So that's loose. Cut this line here. Zip tie. Okay. And then let's see what else I gotta do here. Hi, everybody. Okay. Oh. There we go. Next, I'm going to take this master cylinder off and let it hang. And then that way, all I have to do is unplug everything. Got to find the plugs. Unplug everything, unbolt it, and then the bars are off. Then we can start with getting the new bars fit on there. Once they're on, then I can do the riser bushings, which you could do them before or after. I like to get the new stuff on, and then that way I can start with the install of everything else. So right now I need like a 3/16. Yeah, 3/16. right. And these are Allens right now. Normally they're Torx or T27s, but what you don't want to do is go and start using your battery powered stuff, because you'll strip things out really, really fast, especially on hand control stuff. Not only that, if your bit breaks and you slip, then you can damage paint, and that's also not something you want to do. So it takes a little longer, but I like to do this stuff by hand. I like to get them started by hand, then you can torque them down. And I like to actually take them all the way off by hand. That way you don't risk rounding out these bolts on these bikes. Everything is, it's either an Allen head or a Torx, and they strip out if you look at them sideways. So best thing to do is to just take your time, take them off by hand, and then everything else will be pretty quick. Now, if you rush and you strip something out or you break something, then this couple-minute job is going to cost you a half a day's of work of fixing it, and sucks. And the reason why I know some of this stuff is because I learned the hard way. And when you're flat rate, the hard way doesn't pay you. You do the job, and if you mess up the job, well, then sucks to be you. You got to fix it, and you're not getting paid for it. And that's the way it is. But yeah. All right, let's see. You should be loose enough, I think. Just gotta lift it up a little, tilt it back, and then I might have to get some something to hold it so it don't fall over. I'll figure that out in a minute. Come back to that. First, what I need to do is find these plugs, and I think this is one. Yeah, I think I found one. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come loose. Come on, baby. Man. There we go. Got one. You got one. Where's the other one going? The other one. That's not it. Oh, right there. Okay. The other one's on this side. Right there. Ah, it's not too bad. That was going to be way worse than that. Well, I just got to get my fat hands in there and push the button to get them loose. Come on. Damn. Come on. Come on. Let's get this side off here. Bad thing is I could see it, but I can't quite get to it. I think I got it. All right. Now I can get a quarter wrench, get one on a ratchet ready. I need my longer one. Then I could break those bolts loose and pop the handlebars off. Let's see what this thing's going to look like when I tip it forward. If it even wants to move. Let's see. Come on, baby. Oh, man. It's definitely a little trickier than normal. Come on. Pop loose. Come out of there. There we go. Gotcha. And there you go. Now, I'm going to have to move the camera, I think, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And gotta get these 4 bolts off. Then I should be able to pull these bars off, put the new ones on, and then I can set this fairing back where it needs to be, just so that it doesn't have any risk of falling over, which I don't think it will. I mean, everything is pretty much hardwired on the other side. Otherwise, I would take this whole thing all the way off. Yeah, just a couple bolts. Pull this off. We'll get the new bars, set them on here. And I'm going to try to keep them about where this is right here, so that Mr. Steven has some good reach. It's not too far forward, not too far back. So we'll see. And it'll probably get adjusted. You know, I want him to sit on it and be able to put the bars wherever he needs them. But yeah, so right now, get on the other side, and I will break these loose. And it's going to want to flop down on me, so I'll put my shoulder under it. Because if you don't, then you loosen it up, and these bars will hang there for a minute, and then swing down and bang right on the tank. Not good. Okay, now I'm going to use my gun to zip those off, because it's a lot easier and they're already loose. Let's see. What happened? My battery's almost dead. Awesome. Perfect time. All right, well, go back to this. these guys off. Man, feels like these bolts are like a million miles long. There we go. Set that there. You guys come off. Hopefully. One thing I did forget was the throttle. It is a separate connector. There we go. Now he should come off. There we go. Set these down over here for a minute. All right. Next, you know what? Let me see if I got another battery real quick. I think I do. How much juice does this one have? Not much. All right. Well, I could at least get the bolts run down to where I can snug them. Don't want to zip them all the way down. Just want to get half of that thread down so where it can be a little easier. Okay, move you like right here. And get these new bars. Oh man. There we go. About like that, maybe. And go. Okay. Really? The wrong way. Okay. There we go. Sounds like my neighbor's got his GTO fired up. Okay. Let's tighten up these top ones. That way they don't just flop around. And then I can slap this back. Okay. Next, I'm gonna run this back on. I don't know. Seemed like it was a little easier to do it over here. Not quite. Okay. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. I think he's gonna like that. Not too far back, not too far forward. Pretty decent. All right. Okay, so next, I think, plop the master cylinder up just to see. Let's sit about right here. Yeah, about right there. And the line, just got to see where I'm going to pop the line in at. I don't want too much of it to show. It might have to. He's going to be sitting right here. I might have to do the front right here. Just go right in, just maybe a half inch away from the master cylinder. So you're going to see about a half inch of line, but it's little. It's this little stuff here. It's this is what I'm using. You see just a little, like probably that much line sticking through, and then that'll be it. Probably the same with the front brake master cylinder on the other side. Probably do the same thing. Just pop a little hole right here. If I can get it underneath, I might, like down here, just to get the line through. I just don't want it to twist too much when it goes in. The straightest shot I can get is best, because it's going to have to come around this corner. I'm not too worried about it though. This line seems like it will move pretty easily. I'll be able to push it through there. So yeah. And I think for now, so the next thing I'm going to have to do is pull the exhaust off. Hold on, let me bring this over here. Next thing I'm going to have to do is take this exhaust off. Damn. Freaking tripod is trying to trip me. I'll take off the exhaust so that I can pull that side cover off and put on the new side cover, and then I can get a idea of where my lines are going to be, how long they're going to need to be. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to undo these bags. And I'm not ready for that yet, because I'm going to have to put a bunch of stuff on the floor so that I don't lay these nicely painted bags on concrete. Don't want to do that. So I may have to go and get some like a throwaway blanket or something that I could just throw down on the floor, which I may do, just so that I don't have to worry about that anymore. Because that's like a common thing. I got a bunch of scraps from when I worked at the dealership, a bunch of things that they would send paint in, but none of it is really too big. So I think that that might be it for today on this live stream. And got a pretty good amount done. I got the new bars on. I don't have any electronics run through it or the hydraulic lines, but I wasn't expecting that. And actually I was expecting this to take a lot longer than what, 41 minutes. I didn't expect it to go this quick. So I think for now I am going to clean up and get everything situated to where I know what I'm going to do on the next one, and it may be a video. I don't know. I mean, I'm still like 3 videos behind. My fiance does the editing for me, and she's a little behind on the videos. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we have to do. It's not just this. We have a business, and she's in there doing stuff for that right now. But I think for now, I think I'm gonna just kind of get everything else ordered that I need for this job. I still need, since we're doing front forks, he wanted to re-chrome them, so I took apart the fork and sent the lowers to chrome. I got to rebuild the front fork tubes, which is not that big of a deal. It's just, I just got to order the kit and the oil. And then I got to order a couple of other little miscellaneous things for it. And then we should be good. The next time I start working on this is when I'm going to mock everything up. I have to extend the cables. I mean the handlebar wiring, which is, man, I think it's like 12 wires on each controller, and then another 6 for the throttle, and I gotta extend them probably 2 feet, 2 more feet, which it's not a big deal, but that also takes time because I'm kind of picky about my wiring, so it's going to take me a little time to solder them up. I don't just put butt connectors on everything. I actually solder the wires so it doesn't look like the wires were messed with. And then once I do that, mock up my master cylinders, mark where I'm going to do the holes, and then then I can measure for my lines that I'm going to run through there. I mean, I got 50 feet, so it should be plenty. I don't see me running out. Not with 50 feet. There's not 50 feet from here to there, so even from here down to the front, that's not going to be nowhere near 50 feet. So if it is, oh well, I'll get some more, but I doubt that's going to be not enough. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will be back again maybe next week sometime. It will either be a live or I'll do a short, and there you go. Thank you guys again. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I do try to put some shorts out at least once a week. If not, it's going to be every other week. But all right, man. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. See you later.